How's it going, YouTube? So you ever just scroll at Amazon and see something that's too good of a price that you just buy even though you weren't looking for it? Well, that happened to me. I got the Cjrb Ruffian. It comes in this box. This is one of the older models, so the newer ones, they come in a much more sturdy box with a zipper pouch. This just has a plastic bag with some silica. Let's check out the knife. First thing that caught my eye was this beautiful purple G10. It's got some decent texture on it. Yeah, this is the Ruffian, designed by Dirk Pinkerton. Wipe it down. These retail for $50, but Amazon had them on sale for $37, so it was an easy buy, in my opinion. It's got this purple with this nice red pivot collar that made it stand out, and I love this blade shape. It's very useful. Which they call it a modified Warncliffe. Still dirty. Yep, there we go. Very obvious what this knife is with those huge letters. So you got a 3.09 inch blade with a satin finish, modified Warncliffe, and it's in their proprietary steel from Artisan Cutlery. My phone is not zooming in great. I'm gonna clean it up. Yep, there it is. There's the model number 2, J1924. And the DP is for Dirk Pinkerton. I think I got a few knives by him. I got the Kaiser Escort, probably more that I can't think of. What's really interesting about this knife is it's got 4 different positions for the pocket clip. Kind of like a Spyderco. Some Spydercos at least. It's got great action. One method of deployment, you got this thumb hole. You can thumb flick or reverse flick, which is my favorite. Not a very big knife. I'd say it's really good at EDC size. It's 7.11 inches. Let's go ahead and compare it to, we got 6 comparisons. Couple CJRBs. Got the feldspar and the pyrite. It's just about the same size as the feldspar, but just a little bit smaller than the pyrite. I'm sure everyone knows what the pyrite is. Bridgeport 395. And another knife from this brand. This is the Artisan Cutlery Small Arion. It is just a hair bigger than the 395, it looks like, and about the same size as the small Arion. Two more. The O-Knife Roboto 2 and the Cjrb Ruffian. It's about the same size as both of these knives. So if you've got any of those, you know what you're looking at. Just thought this knife would have been really cool with the hollow grind, but it's got a flat grind, nice and sturdy. But it does come down relatively thin behind the edge. You got a blade stock of 0.10 or 2.5 millimeters, which is pretty thin. The handle measures in at 0.41 inches, which is really thin also. Knife weighs in at 3.15 ounces. You got this really nice, unique jimping up here. Goes pretty far down the blade, so it's very useful. I've seen this on a couple other knives, and it's not your normal stuff, but it works. It's not as aggressive, but you're able to get a good grip. Either way, works fine. Pocket clip, got enough tension. It's got inset screws, flat inset screws. They're T6s, but all the other screws are T8s, so I'll give them a pass on that. And I also like to carry it 4 different ways, even though I probably won't switch it around. I'm sure that's helpful for a lot of people. Of course, it's running on bearings. Like 2 shakes and it's closed. So yeah, I really like the red. This comes in 3 or 4 different other colors. This is the only one on sale. I just noticed this. Had it for a few days. There's this jimping on the G10 also. That's pretty cool. No back spacer, which is one of my dislikes. It's just got the barrel spacers. It's not a big deal when they don't do that, but it just causes more stuff to get in here and get dirty, especially when it's in your pocket. So what y'all think of this knife? I'll go over a few of my dislikes, or yeah, nothing really big. I'd say this billboarding, they could have did better with that. But I've noticed on some of their newer models, they finally listened. They got the logo down here, which is A-OK. Very clean blade on the Pyrite. So this one's older, so I understand. It looks like you got a free spinning pivot, because you got torques on both sides. I haven't took it apart, so I'm not positive, but usually when it's like that, it is. So you have to put a screwdriver on both sides, which makes it a little bit more difficult to take apart. Let's see, the sharpening tool, it's not there. Once you sharpen this, it's going to get thick back here and not look very good. I think they've improved on that recently. Yes. Like that. So Cjrb listens to the community. They have improved on their newer stuff. My biggest complaint of all in this knife is the lock bar access. As you can see, there's a cutout, but the lock bar is very thin and it kind of doesn't feel good. Kind of hurts a little bit to engage it. They could have did better that. That's my biggest complaint. Other than that, I really like this knife. It'll probably stay in my collection for a while. So I've rambled on about this knife enough. If you like it, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.